What's up, beautiful people? We will get started in about 90 seconds, waiting for a couple things to load up, making sure we are recording properly. Okay. Here we go. The confidence course. If you're tuning in live, go to the comment section down below, comment the word hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, comment in the comment section down below the word hashtag replay. Whenever you are watching this, comment down below. Let us know where you are tuning in from. This video is going to be very strategic in that I want to approach it as if it were a live training, and I'm walking you through a practical step-by-step guide to cultivate, to activate, and to express, to be more confident. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to share my screen with you and walk you through this beautiful dance. So by the end of it, you're going to feel, you're going to feel so empowered. You're going to feel driven, and ultimately you will feel confident. So if there's anything that I share with you that resonates with you, comment down below and let me know what that thing was. Give me some feedback. Tell me your thoughts. If you have any questions, comment them down below. And the greatest thing you can do, if this video serves you in any way, please share this video, post it on social media, send it to a friend. The only way this is going to get out is through word of mouth. And so I need you to share this if it empowers you, if it brings value to you. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're just going to have so much fun together. And this is going to radically transform your life in the most empowering, amazing way possible. So let's share this screen. This training is meant to be watched 2 times through. The first time, you're just kind of absorbing it. You're letting it settle. The second time, you're really applying, integrating that which has settled. So we'll start off by making the path to being confident very simple. And it looks like this. In order to be confident, your dream has to be bigger than your fears. This is the formula of confidence. Your dreams have to be bigger than your fears. The reason people, and I'm going to really explain this in depth, but simply put, the reason people lack confidence is because their fears are bigger than their dreams. Their vision of the future is so small that the potential judgment of another human being or the potential failure prevents them from taking the action and moving forward and doing the thing that will help them progress. The people who are confident, their dreams are so big that they don't allow the possibility of failure. They don't allow their fears, their doubts to prevent them from moving forward. And being confident is not an absence of fear. It's a focus on the dream. So I think that's a really good place for us to start. And if any of that resonates with you, comment down below. So what are the benefits of being confident? Some of this is going to sound a bit silly, but it's really important to point out because most people are walking around and they lack confidence. So benefits of being confident is your relationships increase, improve, they get deeper, they become more intimate, they become more passionate, they become more playful, they become more fun. How many people, like I'm certainly one of them, I've experienced this, right? How many of us have ruined relationships because we lack confidence? It happens all the time. Relationships with friends, relationships with lovers, relationships with family members. If one of the persons in the relationship, okay, so there's two things, or there has to be two people to create a relationship. You can't just be in a relationship with yourself. Like in a sense, yes, you are, but practically speaking, you need two people. If one of them does not have confidence and lacks confidence, that relationship is going to really, really suffer. And we see this all the time. So relationships will improve. This is another big one. Your health will improve. You will take better care of yourself because your dream is so big. You will prioritize self-care because you truly value yourself and you know how important it is for you to show up as your best self in your relationships with others and also just for yourself. Relationships improve. Health improves. I was just hanging out with a friend of a friend this past weekend. A guy who had zero confidence, and he would just talk down on himself over and over again. And of no surprise, he's also gained 30 pounds in the past like 7 months, he told me. Which came first? Was it the weight gain, or was it the fact that he was living in a state where he had zero confidence? I would make the argument that it was the fact that he had zero confidence, and that's why he gained the weight. Moving on. What else improves? Money. When you are confident, you take more bold, consistent action. You demand more from first yourself and then the world around you. You start putting yourself in situations where the likelihood of you getting paid more goes through the roof. Okay, all of these things improve when you level up your confidence. So, knowing that the dream has to be bigger than the fear, what else do we need to become aware of to improve our self-confidence? I think the biggest thing we have to realize is that confidence is a choice. You do not need, no need for permission. Most people, right? Most people are waiting for permission to be confident. And again, I've experienced this, and this is the only reason why I can speak to it. My biggest hang up was, well, many of these, all of these things really, but I'll speak to all of them actually. Whenever I was younger, like 12, 13, 14 years old, I had this image of a confident man. He was the one who was on the muscle magazines, really jacked and fit. And so I convinced myself that I cannot be confident until my body looked a certain way. And that's how I lived my life. And as a result, I was super freaking insecure, very, very shy, very timid. I didn't go after what I wanted. I didn't speak in a confident manner. And then I worked really, really hard. It can be a driving factor to take really massive action. And that's exactly what I did. I worked really hard to improve my health. And then I built this amazing body. And I was like, wait a second, I don't feel confident. I don't feel confident. I look at myself in the mirror and yeah, it looks better, but I'm still insecure. Because confidence is not the byproduct of having things or acquiring things. It is an internal choice. Same thing with the relationships. I thought, well, I needed to date more women in order to be confident. So I dated a bunch of women and I still realized I was insecure. And I experienced the same thing with finances. No need for permission. One of my favorite quotes, and this comes from Frederick Dodson. Okay, highly recommend that you study his work. Frederick Dodson says the prerequisite for confidence is confidence. In other words, there's nothing you do to facilitate a state of confidence. Yes, we can get really strategic with ensuring that we're being disciplined, we're being a man or a woman of our word, and that certainly empowers us. But when it's all said and done, confidence is a choice. And this is hard for people to understand. It really is, because it's kind of like an insult to our intellectual mind, because we've struggled for such a long time being anxious, being insecure, being shy, being timid, and we think it can't be as simple as simply deciding to be confident, when in fact it is that simple. And because it's so simple, we're like, no, it can't be it. It's got to be harder than that. I got to go to the gym 7 times this week. I got to wake up at 5:30. I have to make this amount of money. I need to have this relationship by this certain time. I need to have kids by this certain age, right? I need this position in the business at this certain age. We set all these timelines, all these permission slips. And we think that's it because it's a very logical thing and it makes a lot of sense. When no, it's not. Confidence is a choice. It's a feeling that you generate from within. Yes, it's really helpful to be a man or a woman of your word and to take care of your business and thrive in that, to take care of your health and thrive in that. But ultimately, it always comes back to your internal dialogue, how you feel right now. And if anyone watching this needs help with feeling more confident, I've created a meditation specifically designed to help the person listening to generate the feeling state, the internal state of being confident. And if you want access to it, I will give anyone watching this who's interested, I will give it to you for free. All you have to do is comment down below the word meditation, and I will send you the link. It's a free download. And then you'll be able to listen to this, and I guarantee you it's going to radically change your life. And we don't have to wait for anything to feel it. And the ironic part, the thing that makes this so paradoxical, is once you choose to feel confident, then the relationships improve, then the health improves, then the money improves. We don't wait until those things happen to be confident. You be confident now and all of those things improve. It's really that simple. Let's talk about a couple other things that I do believe is valuable to point to when talking about how to be more confident. First and foremost, it starts off as a choice. Again, if you want help with making that choice, listen to the meditation that I created to help you be confident. And if you want access, comment down below the word meditation. So that's important. Another thing is set small goals. Actually, we'll start here. Create a massive dream. Because remember, in order to be confident, your dream has to be bigger than your fears. It starts to get a little sloppy here. Let's rewrite that. Your dream, create a massive dream, because your dream has to be bigger than your fear. And many of us are very small with our imagining of the future. If you need some help here, there's a really good book called The Magic of Thinking Big. And it really points to the importance of, you named it, thinking big. So create a massive dream for yourself. If you were guaranteed massive success in your life, what would you want? What is your dream life in regards to your health, in regards to your wealth, in regards to your relationships, in regards to your play and your joy, your business, your purpose? I understand why it's so easy to fall under this illusion that you can't build your dreams or you can't create your dreams. I understand why it's so hard to believe that, because everyone else around us is reinforcing, well, you just gotta just kind of get through the day, pay the bills, not really do anything with life, wait until you're 60, 70, retire, and chill. Everyone's reinforcing that around us, so I get it. It's hard to break out of that box. But once you start surrounding yourself with people who communicate the way that I'm communicating right now, who think the way that I'm thinking right now, it's like, yeah, of course I can build the life of my dreams and transform my body and be the healthiest version of myself and create a relationship that I wake up to just enamored with, and have money that creates freedom for me and the people who I love. Because that too can be the thing that influences you. That too can be the lens in which you are viewing the world. Create a massive dream for yourself. And then the second thing is small steps. Small steps. How do you eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time, as they say. Create easy wins for yourself. I want a business that generates $1 million. Okay, generate $10,000 within the next 3 months. If you haven't generated much yet, small steps. People don't go after their goals because they're so overwhelming, they're so massive, they don't know where to begin. Perhaps you want to lose 30 pounds. That might sound overwhelming to you. Well, just focus on lose 1 pound this week. And then do that again. And then do that again. And then do that again. And before you know it, you will look back and you will not recognize yourself when you look in the mirror. Small steps. Be a man or a woman of your word. Make it okay to be uncomfortable. What a crazy concept. To feel the fear and do it anyways, as many people say. It's a beautiful saying, but how many actually embody it? Most of us, we're like, yeah, I'm going to do all these great things. And then we wake up in the morning or the opportunity presents itself and like, shit. Well, in order for me to do it, I have to be really uncomfortable. And I don't want to be uncomfortable. I'd rather just watch Netflix and eat my processed foods. All is worthy of love. I'm just kind of pointing to how you build a confident life. You're just tuning in now, make sure you watch this whenever it's uploaded, because the bulk of this has already occurred. So create a massive dream, because your dream has to be bigger than your fear. Take small steps. Third one, get help. In other words, don't do this alone. You don't need to do this alone. You can surround yourself with people who are living a confident life, and you can kind of rub off them, or they can rub off onto you. So find a community, find people who are confident and who are actively pursuing the life of their dreams. And if you want to join a community, I have a free community called the Spiritual Gym. Our mission is to raise the consciousness of our planet and create prosperity. We have over 1,600 people, very confident human beings. It's a free community. So if you want access to it and just surround yourself with winners, comment down below the word community and I will send you an invite. What I want to do now is take a couple breaths, drink some tea, and see if there's anything else that I want to add to this. No matter how difficult life has been lately, you can radically change your life. And it starts by making a choice. It starts by knowing it is possible for you, regardless of how much you have struggled up into this point, regardless of what everyone around you is doing. You can be the exception. Truly. I don't want these words to just go into your mind. I want them to go into your body. I want them to empower you so that you feel them. This life is far more malleable than most people realize. You can not be confident. You can be a disempowered human being for 30, 40, 50 years and change that today. But it has to happen now. It has to happen now. 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 It's not going to happen tomorrow. As they say, how you live today is how you live your entire life. What are you going to do today? And this isn't to shame you for putting something off for tomorrow. It's to remind you the laws of reality, how you only have this moment right now to change. So some more home play that I want to give you, some exercises, is journal to the question, if I was confident, what would I do? And just write a few things. Set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes. What would the most confident version of myself do? How would he or she live their life? How would they communicate in relationship? How would they take care of their health? What type of work would they do? How much money would they charge? And just journal to it. And one of the things that pops up on that list, circle it and do it today. Confidence is the foundation to all great success. And by success, I'm simply referring to your own definition of success. If you're confident, you will take action consistently to fulfill your own definition of success. If you don't have confidence, you will not take action to fulfill your own definition of success. It's truly the most important character trait to cultivate if you want to create fulfillment. Love comes first, confidence comes after that. So perhaps another addition to this live training, in order to be confident, you got to love yourself. How do you love yourself? There's many ways. One of which you can go straight to it and simply decide that you are worthy of it. Another thing you can do is reflect on your past and see how amazing of a human you are. That can be a good permission slip to use. But I certainly recommend the path of just knowing that self-love is already there. And we've just simply put on so many different masks that make it difficult for us to see that. Again, the path is always really simple. Truth oftentimes feels like an insult to our intellectual mind. The way forward is so simple. Let today be the day where you put your foot in the ground and you embody all that you know. Because it's not about acquiring more information. Like, how do I be confident? It's not about acquiring that. It's about realizing that you already know what you need to do, and you just need to put your foot in the ground and feel the fear and do it anyways. It's a lot easier to do that when your dream is massive. It's a lot easier to do that when you get clear with the small steps that you need to take on a daily basis. It's a lot easier to do that when you are surrounded by other individuals who are on a similar journey. You owe it to yourself to give yourself so much confidence, just beaming of confidence. Perhaps you might have to fake it for a little while before it starts to really become ingrained in your psyche. Whatever you got to do it, because it's worth it. It really is. A couple of things before we wrap up is, if you want a meditation that I specifically designed to help you, the listener, generate confidence from within before anything externally changes, just comment down below the words or the word meditation, and I will send it to you. If you want to surround yourself with an epic community of individuals who are on a mission to raise the consciousness of our planet and create prosperity, to have some fun and to live a confident life, just comment down below the word community and I will send you an invite to our free community. And the last thing, the most important thing, if this video served you, please share it with the world. Post it on social media. Send it to a friend. Scream on the top of a rooftop. Go watch Drew's confidence course. Do whatever you got to do to spread this message, because that's the only way this is going to get out. I love you all. I will talk to you on Monday. Peace. Be bold. And of course,